What's going on? Thanks for the beautiful flowers. What's going on in your life? I think I'm having allergies. She passed away from blood clots. I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. Did she have a surgery, or I know sometimes when you have surgery you can get blood clots, so did she have an aneurysm, like a stroke? Those are dangerous. Blood clots are really dangerous, and then they are very sudden. I know when people say they have blood clots that they are rushed to the emergency room, like the ER, almost immediately. Hi Halima love. How's the Netherlands? I'm here at the Hilton. It's so pretty. I'm in LA. I'm not in El Segundo. I'm in what's the name of this city? Cerritos. I'm in Cerritos. It's great. Yeah, and it's sunny today. Oh, it's 21. It's 9 at your place. 9 p.m. So you're sleepy? I usually sleep early. What time do you go to bed? Yeah, Eric, I'm so sorry about your pasta. Love. May she rest in eternal peace. You know, sometimes when somebody passes away, it's a good time to kind of start thinking about your life, you know, how precious it actually is. It's a gift. It's nice to be home alone. Yesterday evening, I went to Hermosa Beach. It was fun. I saw the sunset. I missed the sunset, but it was like a little sun when I got there. There was still some light. Yeah, ate some food, some live music. Oh, it was so good. So yeah, we are here. So Germany voted. Life is still moving on. Germans voted. What's the name of the party? The right-wing party won. What else happened? What's going on in your life? What's the big event? Okay, so I'm at the lobby here at the Hilton. Their music is literally like phone music. If you can listen to it, it's like the music you listen to when you're on the phone, waiting for somebody to pick up. That's their music. It's nice, I guess, but yeah. I'm thinking about going to get some Thai food. Eat some Thai food. So here the big news, what I was watching on YouTube, I saw Target lost like $15 billion within a month because they were trying to scrap out DEI programs, and you know, black people saw that as a threat, so they boycotted Target, so they lost a lot of money. That's big. That's big. That shows you as a consumer how much power you have. And as we move into the oligarchy, and as the oligarchy tries to control the people, people can realize that they still have the power of the dollar. They have economic power. They can decide to shop for people who support them and their families and their communities. They can even buy from each other. The thing is, we give a lot of money to big companies and corporations, and they are taking that money and voting us out of our rights. But we can do business with each other and promote small businesses. Promote small businesses. One day people will come to realize there's some good in Marxism, you know, promoting each other's businesses over big brands and big corporations. You know, I would rather support people who watch my show, people in my community, than promote big businesses and oligarchs. Like, what the hell? Who cares about them? One day we're going to love ourselves and we're going to support each other. You know, like this, I bought from a shop, a small business shop. You know, stop all the brand, like big branding. Support small businesses, people in your neighborhood. You know, instead of going to Starbucks, support your local shop, your local coffee shop. That person needs more money. That person is going to be more appreciative of your business. Yeah. Yeah. Tell me something I need to talk about, something you care about. Here I care about mental health, sleep. I've been sleeping well so lately. Yeah, lately I've been sleeping super good. Love it, love it. I love Thai food. I might go eat some Thai food. But actually, I'm in LA. I'll look for a Kenyan restaurant. That's what I'll do. I'll go look for a Kenyan restaurant because I'm bored. Yeah. Actually, yeah. I'll look for a Kenyan restaurant and eat some Kenyan foods. That's what I'll do. Okay, they have some nice music right now. Starting your own business. Let's talk about starting your own business, guys, because I am a big supporter of people starting their own businesses, especially young people. Instead of thinking about going out there and getting a job, seriously, start thinking about starting your own business. Instead of thinking about getting a student loan, like $100,000, maybe get that $100,000 and start a business. Seriously. In this economy, the worst thing that you can do is to be broke without money. Because if you have good money, to create a good life is easy. First, learn how to eat. Just eat. Learning how to eat healthy food, that's a big thing. Let me tell you something. I was always iron deficient. And when you're iron deficient, you're stressed out. You get stressed out because of the fatigue, but you don't realize that the stress is coming from the fatigue because your body is working so hard, but it's also very fatigued, especially for women. We don't realize that we have menstrual cycle every month, and that can affect our iron levels. So for a long time, I didn't know, irons. And my iron infusions cost me like $2,000. Iron infusion, because I was anemic, cost me like $2,000. And some of these things that you cannot even be able to do if you don't have money. You cannot take care of your health. It goes down to that, right? Right now, healthcare is very expensive in the US. And even when you deserve to get healthcare, companies try to swindle you out of getting healthcare. I know a lot of people are sad that the United Healthcare CEO got shot. I'm a Christian, I'm not pro-murder at all. But those companies, what they do is evil. That United Healthcare CEO has probably murdered thousands of people by not giving them healthcare, by denying them coverage, and they have paid into the system. Can you imagine? Also, I say, money is important. It's a very powerful tool in the world that we are living in today. And we can't keep giving our money to big companies and corporations. We need to support our small businesses, our neighbors. If you start a business, you need to be supported by people buying your products. But if people don't look at your product and they keep going to big Walmart and Target and buying from Amazon, we are going to give our money to the oligarchs, and they are just going to control our life, our families, our children. We will end up working in warehouses and factories sooner or later. For me, call me a skeptical, because I'm very skeptical. I am very untrusting of people. I have a mind just like every other person that looks at the worst possible outcome, and then I plan around the worst possible outcome, because that Marlow's law, what could happen will happen. There's a law that says what will happen, what could happen will happen. Can we find ourselves in a dictatorship where we are in an oligarchy where the rich are controlling us and they make us their slaves, like everybody, not just black people. I mean everybody they can control, because they just want to control everybody. Yeah, that's where we are headed right here in America, but I don't think a lot of people even care. It's business as usual. There's politics. People don't really care, stuff like that happening. But I think we slept in a democracy, and now we are waking up we've woken up in an oligarchy for sure, and we are spiraling down into a dictatorship. And that can mean very, very a lot of things. That's what I'm saying. Start your own business. Become self-reliant. These are not the times. These are not the times to go out looking for work. These are the times to learn how to hunt, to fish, to get yourself some food, to know how to provide for yourself. You know, if you can go to the jungle and create yourself some shelter, I think this is the time to start learning those skills. Because we might spiral into something, some nightmare. Mm-hmm. I don't know where this country will be around June. I give it the summer. I give it a good summer, this country. I give it this summer. I won't forget the summer of 2025. Because I think the summer of 2025, that's when people will start feeling the sting of the regime that we are in, and then they'll start wishing for the good old days. I'm just waiting for it. I'm just waiting for it. I'm just gonna tell you guys, I told you so. I'm just gonna tell you, I told you so. Prepare. Young people, start businesses. Start businesses. It's going to be merciless. If you're controlled by an oligarchy and you can't make your own living, you have to depend on the people who have total control for you to pay your bills and to get a meal. It means that you are at their total mercy. You are at their total mercy. And you know, absolute power corrupts absolutely. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. Do not trust the oligarchy when they tell you that they believe in God and Christ. Do not trust them when they tell you that they believe in God. I tell you. If you've read the book, The Prince, this is a book that everybody should read. The Prince. And this book was written to advise the Pope when he wants to be the ruler. He was telling them, even if you don't believe in God, pretend to the masses like you do. This is a book that every world leader has read, that is telling world leaders that even if they don't believe in God, to pretend to the masses that they do, because the masses are stupid. Obviously the masses won't know whether these people are faking. You know, he was telling them, even if you're ruthless and brutal, you know, use the name of God so that they believe that you come from God. Every world leader knows knows that it benefits them when they say that they believe in God. So they're not going to say they don't believe in God. Even horrible leaders are going to tell you that. So you have to know these things. You have to know these things, that they know that you would rather a God-fearing leader, so they're going to dish that to you. When they're campaigning, when they're making promises, they're going to do that. You know, it's your job to do your due diligence when you're voting for somebody. Don't just take their word. Oh, they say they believe in God, I believe them. Really. People can lie. People can stand up on a stage and lie to masses. When I was studying politics, we know that the masses are stupid. This is what everybody knows. The masses are stupid and the media is used for propaganda. That's why there is no free media in the US. They're propaganda machine. So if you're just getting your news from the media, it's not a good place. I say get some civic education. Get yourself a few books about history, about democracy, about, and kind of learn for yourself how the government should be run. And so when you listen to people and you see how things are going, and you look at the back and the history and where we are coming from, you can decide for yourself where we are going. And you can decide yourself if you think you feel safe having children in a world that's moving the way that is moving. I can tell you, I don't think I'm going to have children with the way things are moving. And I'm not being a Debbie Downer, or not trying to give people motivation. I'm just saying, like, be realistic. Look at the world and where it's headed. You know. You cannot get a business going, even if it's something small for yourself. Stop looking for jobs to work in these big companies. They can let you go in a second like that. They can let you go in a second like that. Stop looking for work. Create your own business. Become a creator. There are things that you can do. Like this shirt, somebody designed this shirt. You can become a designer. Design shirts that people like. Like a lot of men, especially here in California, they like their football. They like their sports. They like their teams. If you can design like shirts for them and sports T-shirts for them, man, like they like to support their teams. Design some hats, design some shirts, design some hoodies, some shoes. You can do these things. Niche yourself, start small businesses. Something that Target is not doing. Become a creator. Design, baby, design. We are moving very quickly into an oligarchy, into a dictatorship. You do not want to rely on big companies. You don't want your family and the people you care the most about to be at the mercy of dictators. They can tell you don't have a job tomorrow, and then you're like, my mortgage will not be paid, my bills cannot be paid, because you let people who don't care about you determine your destiny in life. You don't even need to live in a big house. You can live in a small house, a small space, where at least you can afford, but you're not at the mercy of anybody. You're in total control of your destiny. This is my big message for today, because this is how I was taught. I don't know how about you and how other people taught you how you live your life, but this is how I was taught. And this is why I keep sharing this. These are the times you stop thinking about, getting that big job at Google, that big job at Target. These are the times you start thinking about, how do I become my own boss? How do I employ myself? If I was a young person, I would learn anything to make myself independent, whether you're learning how to do things like hair, makeup, selling them online. Do it yourself. Don't go and get it. If you like makeup, don't go and get employed by a company that does makeup. Start thinking about how you can start selling for your family, to your friends, to everybody in your network. Create a network on social media, and promote your products. That's what you should be doing right now. Creating a business and leveraging social media, because the trend that we are going, I don't know, a lot of people are not talking about this. You will not see this in the media. They're not going to tell you this, but the trend that we are headed towards an oligarchy where big corporations and people with money, like very few people, control the businesses, the sources of production, and they tighten that for their families and their circle. And most of us will not be in that circle. They are looking to exploit people outside that circle for their own benefit. This is the trend, and this is what's going to happen here in the US. So, you know, it's nice to just think about what you can do. You can probably start a spa business in your area and have people come, swim, relax, Start thinking about things that you can do for yourself. Save yourself. You don't want to be at the mercy of the oligarchy. Imagine if you have to go to a work and they tell you to a workplace and they tell you, you must get this vaccine, you must have this, you must have this. What are you going to do? No, I'm at the Hilton. I'm at the lobby. I'm waiting for my friend. He just had surgery, so I'm waiting for them to be released at the hospital. Odessa says we are not in an oligarchy, we are in a democratic republic. We are not in a democratic republic. We are in a one-man show headed by Elon Musk. It's not a democratic republic. We woke up into an oligarchy. Even Biden told us when he was leaving. People like Bernie Sanders, they're sounding alarm bells. We are no longer in a democratic republic. No, not plastic surgery, just surgery. You have to see the times that we are in, and you have to plan accordingly. Plan accordingly. All these people getting mass layoffs will continue. Mass layoffs will continue, and this is why it's nice to protect your family from being in survival mode by starting your own business. Go into real estate, go into car rentals, go into printing media. Just, try to do something. Try to do something. We are not headed in a good direction. If you want your family to be safe, do you know that like 1% of the richest people have more money than the bottom 50% of the population? 1% have more money than the bottom 50% of the population. They control sources of production, they control the economy. That's not a very good place to be, where the bottom 50% are scrambling for jobs given by like 1%. You want to be in that position, or do you want to be like, I want to get myself out of this survival mode by starting my own business, by standing on my own 2 feet? Get yourself out of survival mode. Don't look for a job. Decide. Make a decision that you're going to stand on your own 2 feet. Decide. You're going to wage rebellion against this oligarchy, that you're going to stand on your own 2 feet. I think the worst thing that can happen is for you to have to beg for basic rights from a place of work when you're an adult. And you have to, because you know that your kids depend on it. Because you know that your kids depend on it. Why? Become the creator and the director of your destiny. You know, people saying, oh, DEI, DEI, DEI. Me, I'm not worried about DEI. If you don't want to employ me because I'm a black person and that's the reason that you have, I don't want to work for you, period. Take your job. You know, I don't want it. You know, I don't want to be dependent. Mm? I don't want to be dependent. Mm? There's more power in standing on my own 2 feet. I have never had a government, even when I come from Kenya, I had never had the government intervene in my life. Never. So when people talk about DEI and they say like black people are like DEI, I like, what are you talking about? I'm used to them not helping me that I stopped. I don't even look for that. You know, it's not something that I look for. And I think that has brought about a lot of good independence. You know, it makes me think on my own 2 feet, you know. And I think I'm now appreciative of the challenges that I have had in my life because they have made me think, they have made me overcome things and made me that much more resilient. So when people are talking about DEI, blah 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 blah, I'm like, you know what? You don't need it. You don't need it, you know. But let the people who want the privilege, because there are people who are supporting DEI because they want that white privilege, you know. And the more you look for privilege, the less resilient you become. Mm? The less resilient you become. Look at somebody like LeBron James. LeBron James does not need DEI. He wasn't a DEI hire. He worked hard, all on its own, all on his own. Mm? Can you say Michael Jordan was DEI? No. Can you say Muhammad Ali was DEI? Nope. They work hard. Can you say Simone Biles is DEI? Nope. Simone Biles is not DEI. She is a star all on her own. Why is she not DEI? Because you can't fake greatness. You really cannot fake greatness. You have to work hard. Let people who want privilege get the privilege. You work hard. You know, if they want to even out everything, if scrapping out DEI is evening out the playfield, I welcome it. I welcome it. Because I can tell you for sure, black kids are not DEI. I can tell you. For me, I grew up without government support. We are not DEI. You know, you want to even out the playing field, please even out the playing field so that we can see really who is DEI, who is suffering from privilege. You know, really, like, let's be fair then. Let's be fair. Let's even out the playing field. I welcome that 100%. I welcome that. If this is like a genuine thing, I really welcome it. I welcome it. Yes, London boy, I am from Kenya. Huh? I welcome it, you know. Let them even out DEI, like for everybody, and scrap out also white privilege. Take out DEI, take out white privilege. Let's even out the playing field. Let's even out the playing field. Okay? No DEI, no white privilege. Even out the playing field. Okay? Don't give MAGA some privilege because they are MAGA. You know, don't say that the only people that we want to see at the top are white men. Don't say that, because I know black women are also just as tough. Even out the playing field. Even out. And you will see the people, you will quickly see the people who suffer from privilege. You will quickly see the people who suffer from privilege. You know, when you see people like Simone Biles, what she does, and she is the best in the world. She didn't suffer from any black privilege or nothing like that. It's real talk. Let's talk real talk. Let's keep it 100% real. Because all these people throwing out DEI, they are not talking about white privilege. The fact that some companies will only promote you if you're white, and if you're a white male, you get easily to the places of management. Even white women have to fight tooth, hard, and nail to get places at the top. I see a lot of educated black women who are not given the places that they deserve. I'll speak for black women because I know black women are educated. Some of the most educated women in the planet, on this planet, are black American women. And you can go throughout history in America and see the contributions of those women. You can go. Those women are not DEI. Those women were exploited, and that's the thing that people don't wanna admit. When black women are fighting for democracy, because they know what exploitation they have suffered by so many policies left about by the right, by the right. The right come and they masquerade in the name of Jesus Christ and God and whatever. I'm a Christian. So the right doesn't have to come and be a hypocrite about what they are doing, because I have read even the Project 2025, and when I confront most of my friends who have voted for Trump about the Project 2025, they say he doesn't mean to do everything on the Project 2025. When I look at what is happening on the policies, it's exactly what is on Project 2025, and they are trying to convince me that I am somehow nutty to think that this project, that 2025, that we can all agree that it's a nutty project. Everybody who has read it knows it's a white supremacist Christian nationalist, and I'm Christian, and I know not everybody wants to be Christian. This is a government. Not everybody should be Christian. It's a Christian nationalist, document that's going to take rights away from people. And they're like, no, he doesn't mean all of it. He's distancing himself from it. Like, what parts is he distancing himself from it? Do not let them fool you. Please don't let them fool you. Look, read for yourselves. If you have eyes and you can read, go read the document. Go read the document. Go read the document for yourself. For me, I'm very okay if we take out DEI. Take out DEI, but please also take out white privilege as well. Take out everything. Don't get anybody privileges, which is going to be very sad for the veterans who have fought for the country, because if you take DEI, you're also taking out veteran privilege. People who have literally fought for this country, for the freedom, and you're scrapping out their services because they are DEI. Let's face it. Most of the veterans, they've served their countries, but they can't do a lot of things, especially after they come from a war, because they have post-traumatic stress. They've seen a lot of things. Their mental health is not okay. So what has Democrats do? Democrats are like, well, they fought for our country. We need to take care of them. But now it's like they're DEI. You're taking them out, which I think it's ridiculous. This is why I'm saying, don't rely on big companies. Don't rely on small companies. Don't rely on the government, because these companies and the government, they can change at any time depending on whose tune they're playing. They're playing towards. Depending on whose tune they're listening to, you can be out of a job. And your family deserves better than being in survival mode. You don't know if you're going to keep your job, how long you're gonna stay there. You know, a lot of companies, you go, you work there, but then, you know, they have nasty culture. You never know, somebody who can stress you out, like a boss. Your boss has more impact on your mental health than your doctor. Your boss has more impact on your mental health than your doctor. And if you have a nasty boss, they are affecting your mental health every day. They are affecting your mental health every day. Why not take your life by the balls and become the person who determines your own destiny? Real talk. Decide that you're not gonna get a job, that you're going to start your own business. You're going to become your own boss. You know, you can learn to design things like t-shirts. You can learn to design even shoes. You can do it right now on the internet. You can take a class on the internet, maybe pay like $300 or even $3,000, learn how to be a designer. You know, that's how I taught myself how to edit videos, stuff like that, right? You can decide to be your own boss. And when the beginnings of your businesses are going to be difficult, the beginning is always difficult, but then you get into the rhythm. You get into the rhythm of the business. And if you give any business like 3 years, the first year things fail, second year things might fail. But those years, let's say you're going to live for another 50 years and you take 5 years to start a business, it means those other 45 years you're living in financial freedom. You and your family are living in freedom. But if you take the next 10 years working for somebody, those are 10 years that you did not even think about your freedom. And I'm not saying don't go get a job, but I'm saying even if you get a job, think about your business while you are at that job. Strategize to get yourself out of the job so that you can start something for yourself. You know, so that if suddenly your crazy boss, you know, decides to go crazy on you, or something happens, you know, with the government, and they decide that people like you do not deserve to be employed, or whatever, or AI comes. AI is a big threat to people's jobs, especially like I saw that people who do like coding, writing programs. AI can write programs nowadays. So if AI can write programs, all those people don't have a job. They don't, right? So if you are looking for somebody like, for a company like Google or Target, or Amazon, these companies can have their own AI that does coding, but you can probably work for a smaller company that doesn't have like that bigger capabilities. That's why I'm saying we have to start supporting other small businesses. We are all addicted to Amazon, to fast shipping, quick, we don't even have to move. We are addicted to, you know, buying food, having it delivered right there, because we want to feel like we made it in life, that we can't even go grocery shopping because somebody else can do that for us. We made it. We made it. Instead of saving that money and starting your own business and realizing that, hey, as long as you're employed, you haven't made it. Not quite. Because somebody else calls the shots, you know, and you don't know what, they might wake up one day and it's a bad day. So I'm saying. Let me check to see where my friends are. real talk, real talk, real talk. Oh, goodness. I got a key holder. Look how cute it is. I got this key holder of a car. It's a little car. It's so cute. It's so cute. You know, when you think about how expensive food is going to be, or even just the normal cost of living is going to skyrocket. Everybody knows this. It's not even like a debate. Everybody knows it's going to go up. And when you think about having a job, your boss doesn't have to give you a rise. He doesn't need, your boss doesn't have to give you a salary rise just because the price of eggs went up. Nope. When you're employed, most of the time the money you make is determined by somebody else, regardless of what happens to the housing prices, regardless of what happens to the interest rates, regardless of what happens to the grocery prices. You know, but when you employ yourself, when you have your own business, there's a potential for you to make more money, you know? There's a potential that you can make more money with your efforts, especially when you're in sales. There is a potential. But mostly when you're employed, there's a cap. Now, most of the time, I hope that young people coming here are listening because their future depends on how smart they are and the decisions that they make and the kind of people they are talking to. And a lot of people on social media have nothing, they're just wasteful. They've got nothing important to tell young people on social media. You know, that rent keeps going up and your salary stays the same. Interest rates keep going up, you know. Salary goes the same. And your boss, you have to fight tooth and nail because their job is to make sure that you work more and you produce more for less pay. That's the goal of any organization because their job is to make money for their shareholder. The shareholder. That's why we talk about in business, we talk about the bottom line. We talk about the bottom line is that we are talking about when a company gets revenue and they take away their expenses, including your salary, the rent, and everything. Then they have the gross income, they take out the taxes, and then they have the net. Now the net income, you know, is what the shareholders value. The people who own the company or people who bought into the company. Everybody is working for that bottom line. Everybody is working for the shareholder. So the quicker they can squeeze you, the better. You know, if they can keep the expenses low, the better. That's how business works. You know, I'm not even making this up. So if the bottom line matters because of the shareholder value, not because of the value to the employee, the value to the shareholder. That is why there's always a conflict of interest in business, especially with these big companies. The conflict of interest is not to make employees' lives better. Nope. The conflict of interest is to make the shareholders' lives good. Bueno. And now, when you have a government that doesn't care about the employee, it cares about the shareholder, about the bottom line, it's a big problem. It's a big problem because you as the employee means you're not protected. In a government that cares for the bottom line, not the people, you collateral damage. That is what you are as an employee. You're collateral damage so that we make money for people at the bottom line. So do you want to live in that kind of an economy? Do you want that to be your life situation? Because that means you will have to suck up to anybody and anything. That's why a lot of people, they can't speak up their mind. They cannot speak up their mind. They can't say exactly what's on their mind or what they really have to say. Why? Because they have bought into companies and they are working for companies that if they say what they need to say, they get fired. They're tongue-tied, literally, because they are owned. That is what it feels to be owned. You can speak up your mind, you're owned. There are people who cannot say what I'm saying right now because they are owned. There are people who cannot speak up against white privilege because they'll get fired. See, I don't have a job. What are you gonna do? Fire me from my no job? Now I get to say the truth without fear. Mm-hmm. Boom, boom, boom. Real talk, real talk. You must, for you to have good mental health, you must master your environment. You have to master your environment if you want good mental health. It doesn't come free. Here, good mental health doesn't come free, you know. You can't sleep in a democracy and expect to have rights at the end of the day. This is not the kind of a world that we live in. Freedom comes at a price. Freedom is fought for. You know, what people did with the last election, they gave away the rights of the employee and the worker to the oligarchy. That's why they're getting taxes cut off. So you gave away your rights of the employee to the oligarchy. Do you want, if you are a young person living in America, do you want to go into a work environment? Okay, let me put it like this. If we decided to trash this whole city with trash cans, with garbage, with trash, would you want to move in here? If we decided that we are going to trash this whole place, would you want to move into an apartment where you can't flush the toilet? Would you want to move into an apartment where, you know, there's no water? So what we have done in this election is that we have created a hostile work environment for the working class, because what the government is doing is going to take away rights of the worker away. And this is not even a secret. This is the campaign promise that Donald Trump gave. He said he doesn't even like unions, like trade unions, because why should we have trade unions fighting for the rights of average workers, protecting their interest? Let's take those away from them. Let's take those away from them. You know, why do we need DEI? Why do workers need to fight for more equitable solutions in the workplace where they can feel like they are included? Now take rights away from the workers. take. Let's give the rich people a tax rate. Let's take, rights away from workers. Again, I'm asking you, would you move into a house where you can't flush the toilet? Because if you're an employee now and you go to work, you don't have rights. It's like you're not able to flush the toilet. Would you move into an apartment where you can flush the toilet? No. That's what I'm telling you. As a young person right now, if you haven't even gotten a job, start thinking about starting your own business. Stop getting a job, because the workplace right now is going to be shit for employees, because they don't have rights now. They don't have rights now. I'm just giving you an easy way to understand the environment that you're going to step into. It's real talk. It's real talk. They won't tell you this. They'll tell you this. But if you want to still go into the workplace, here's how to succeed. Be ready to suck up to anything that they tell you to do. Be ready to become a puppet. Be ready to take your brain cells and put them to the side and not use them. Just follow directions and what you're told to do, because you will not need a brain. Real talk, real talk, real talk. Real talk. That's how you're going to succeed in the next work environment. If you want to get promotions and move up the corporate ladder and do everything, it's like, put your brain cells aside. You don't need mental health. Forget what that meant. Okay? Be ready to suck up, to follow directions, and even if you're told to do something nasty against your own will, because it might cost you your job, you still gotta have to do it, because that's where it's going. Now, for me, I understand mental health, and I know that my conscience is king. I understand my conscience is king, and I want to live in the company of my own mental health. I want to be able to enjoy the company of my own conscience. I don't want people to force me to do things to other human beings that are against my better judgment, that are against the voice of God, that are against my principles, my morals. Because if you don't have morals, you don't have good mental health. That's as simple as it gets. As simple as it gets. No morals, no mental health. People are willing in this economy right now that we are in to do terrible, horrible things to other human beings just because they don't have the same color of skin that they have. They are willing to go against their own conscience, against the Bible, against their own moral understanding of what is right and wrong, because somebody has a different skin than they are. The lack of empathy that we are facing right now is at a very astonishing level. We are spiraling down into poor mental health, and most people don't care. I've talked to so many people, they're like, I don't care. Real talk. Real talk. You have to choose your environment wisely. Get a job, get your own thing going on. Real talk. I won't be the influencer that tells people what they want to hear. I don't even have time for that. my life, I don't have time to please other people and tell them what they want to hear, because that's the tune and the chorus that everybody is dancing to, including people like Joe Rogan. You know, if people want to hear lies, that's what everybody is doing. Bend to their tune, tell them lies because that's what they want to hear. You know, I decided a long time ago, I'm not going to be that influencer. I'm not gonna bend my tune to tell you what you wanna hear so that you can come to my channel and like and subscribe. If I have just one person who likes my channel, likes and subscribes, that's my channel. That it's authentic. That's all I care about. You know, I'm not gonna say, oh guys, you did a good job, you voted Trump for president. Nope. I never supported him. I'm not gonna support him now. You know, I think we're in a train wreck, but I'm just going to hold my breath as everything unfolds, you know. But I honestly, I think it's well deserved though. I think it's well deserved. I don't feel sympathy for any of the situation that we are in, but I don't feel any sympathies for the situation we are going to find ourselves in. The only people you can influence are actually the younger people who don't know what's coming for them. And those are the only minds that you can change. Hopefully they listen right now and they start their own businesses and they stop thinking that there is like a great job market out there they can look forward to. No, things are going to shit. Stop thinking that, oh, I'm going to get all these degrees and I'm going to get the best job. Stop thinking like that's a lie. Stop thinking that way. Start starting your own business. Young people, please, if you can listen. The environment, the future job market is going to be a hostile environment for the employee. It's going to be a hostile work environment for the employee. So I would say, you know, they're probably doing you a favor if they're not hiring you, calling you DEI. Trust me, the environment is going to be hostile. The working environment in the future is going to be hostile. Maybe them calling you DEI and not hiring you is the best thing that could even happen. Go start your own business. They're giving tax cuts to the rich and they're taking workers' rights away from them. Do you want to go into an apartment that you can flush the toilet? They're probably doing you a favor. Somebody's got to tell you this. Emmanuel. Hi, babe. Hi, love. It's real talk. You know, it's real talk right here. Go start your own business. Let the people who start working, it's a pure rat race. It's not even good for your mental health. Tell you, sometimes God will be blessing you in disguise. People think that they are hurting you, but they're probably doing you a favor because, you know, God works in mysterious ways. He does. He works in mysterious ways, you know. So if you're young people and you think, oh my goodness, they will not be hiring me because I'm black, they call me DEI, let them have it. Let them have it. Go start your own business. It's going to be a shit show. I'm just telling you the truth. Employees don't have rights. They don't have control of their mental health. They don't, not here in America. And it's just going to be worse moving forward. because employee rights are just being taken away. So they are doing you a favor. Go get something best to do. In fact, this is a good time for you to start thinking about what you care about in life. Go do it. Go do it. You know, do you care about hair? Go do hair. Do you care about makeup? Go do makeup. Go figure out what you really, how you want to live your life, because life is actually a very precious thing, and you should enjoy your life instead of living in survival mode all the time. I'm not mincing words today, am I? What got into you? I'm not mincing words because you deserve to live a happy life. Living in a cubicle wasn't going to make you happy anyway, let's face it. I mean, I know I sound like a mean girl, but I'm actually not even upset. I can sound like I'm being judgmental when I'm actually being reasonable. I guess that's what every person who's being reasonable always sounds like they're being mean. But I'm not being mean, and I don't hate anybody. You know, I'm not like one of those people like, do I get upset when I see people do unfair things? Yes. Like not yesterday, when was it? On Sunday, I was driving, where was I? I was driving from my home to Santa Ana, and then these MAGA people in motorcycles, we are on the freeway, right? They stop in the middle of the freeway. The guy gets out of his motorcycle, and he starts hitting the car on the opposite, on the next to the lane, on the leftmost lane. They stop the car. They kind of corner him. So, like, this is the car. The motorcycle stops right here in front of him, so he can't go. They block him, and then they come here, and they start hitting his window, like punching him, you know. The car that I was in, because I was in an Uber, they stop, and then we're like, okay, just go, because there's nothing that we can do. But you see people behaving like thugs, that they have the audacity to stop traffic on the freeway, and they're not police. They're not police, right? And I think they can just get away with this and they continue with this unruliness, right? Criminals. I don't like people like that. You know, if you're MAGA and you're like somebody in a motorcycle and you think that you have the right to do that, I mean, that's where we are descending into lawlessness, literally descending into lawlessness. That's some kind of white privilege that I'm looking at. That people not being police, they can go stop the traffic, hit somebody's car, and then get away with it, and nothing happens to them. Those are the kind of things that I don't like. See, these are the things that they will not show you on the mainstream media, that other migrants have to live with over every day. Ida, you're not crazy. Please stop saying you're crazy. You're not crazy. Don't ever call yourself crazy. You're somebody of sound mind. And if you think you're crazy, go read the Bible. It'll get you back. Because that doesn't make you crazy, love. Because you don't have breakfast. then half the world is crazy. If you're crazy because you don't have breakfast, then that makes how many of us? That makes like 2/3 of the world. Most people don't have breakfast. Most people just get up, they brush their teeth, and they rush to work. Do this. Wake up early. Learn to wake up early. If you want breakfast, wake up around 5. So 5:30, you can do your thing, whatever you can do. At 6, you can eat your food and get out of the house. Learn to do this. Just train yourself. Just try training yourself, because in life you have to wake up early. Honey, I wish I could tell you that there was a way out of it. Or you go to school at 8, then you can wake up around 6 or 6:30 then. So that you have time to eat. Because if you can eat from 7 and then you go, you can actually wake up around, a good time for you to wake up would be like around 6. You can't wake up. That's why you don't have breakfast, honey. That's why you can't have breakfast, because if you wake up at 7, you still have to shower, get dressed, get ready, and then you still have time to, you probably need time to commute to go to school. So it means that you can't wake up, you don't shower though. Showering creates a good impression at school. You can do, okay, you don't have to shower, but you have to have wipes. You know, really, you don't need to shower. You can have wipes, but make sure you clean this area here, and that area with wipes. And then you put on deodorant. And then you comb your hair, must brush your teeth. And you know, put on, make sure you have lotion. Okay, that can take you, if you wake up at 7, that can put you at 7:15. That should all be ready. And then from 7:15 to 7:30, you have breakfast. And then at 7:30, you can go to school. Or you can prepare your breakfast before you go to bed. So in the morning, you can wake up and eat. The first thing you do, you eat, and then you brush your teeth. And then you do the passport. Easy. Tarara, 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 and then you eat. Out. So what are you doing right now? In school? Let's see. I don't want cracked lips. The other day I looked at my lips and they were all cracked out, like crack. It was cracking. You know, like cracks, like on your lips when you find cracks. Terrible, terrible, terrible. These still, yeah, they haven't been released, so I'm still waiting. I might go to There's a Thai restaurant right there. I might go there and eat some Thai food. I'm still listening to this music. Can you hear it? Like, this is the kind of music that you listen to when you're on the phone waiting for somebody to pick up. I haven't gone live for the last how many days? It's been a long time. I haven't been live for almost a week now. Peace, peace. Yeah, I think I'm done. I'm done with my spiel for today. So tell me, guys, what are you guys doing? Where you from? How's the weather? Where you from? I know Thai food is good. I like spicy food. Thai has really good spicy food, and I like Indian food. Oh wait, I wanted to go look for Kenyan food around this area. Let me see if they have some Kenyan food. Because I'm Kenyan and I don't come to LA that much. And I think they might have some Kenyan food. Can do DoorDash. Let me see how far I am from the Kenyan food. Royal Authentic Cuisine. It's open. Aduki, Nigerian cuisine. Fufuland, I might do Nigerian. Zanzibar food is spicy. Is there some Zanzibari food here in LA? But I'm not in downtown. Zanzibar Cafe at the Loft. This one is a little bit far. It's open, but it's kind of like 1 hour away, so I can't eat there. Somebody says I recommend their soups. Hi, Garrett. Let me see how far is this Kenyan food? Flavors of East Africa. That's very far. It's 2 hours away. That's too far. Oh, this one is 4 miles. Oh, there's a Kenyan restaurant like 3 miles away from here. We're going to have Kenyan food today, baby. We're going to have Kenyan food today. Hey, menu. We're going to have food today. Hi, Garrett. Thanks. Okay, let me see menu. I don't. They have jollof rice. Okay, so this one. This is not Kenyan though. Okay, this is not Kenyan food because I don't recognize things here. Egusi. This is Nigerian though. It's only a few miles away. It's Ghanaian food, and they're saying yeah, it has very good stars. It has good stars. It has 5 stars. Oh, okay. They have good reviews and bad reviews. Most of them are giving them good reviews. I don't know. Let me see. Kenyan food is not very spicy actually, but it's very delicious. And it all depends. We don't have like one dish that's Kenyan because Kenyans live in different areas. So if you go to the coast, people eat a lot of fish. If you go near the lake Victoria, people also eat a lot of fish. I come from a farming community, so we eat a lot of veggies. And then, yeah, if you go to the Maasai land, they eat a lot of beef. So it all depends on where you are. Yeah. It's 3 minutes. I wonder if I could walk there. Walk to get some food. Ghanaian food. I've seen some good reviews for that restaurant. A lot of them were good, but then there were some really bad ones. And somebody said that they had like they spent $130 to try different foods and they didn't like all of them. That's a lot of money to spend trying out different foods and not like any of them. Garrett's from Russia. Oh, that's why your English not too good. Oh, this is the food that we ate yesterday. Oh, so cool. It was it's a place called the Lighthouse. Oh, look at, I like the fries. I like the fries and the little, and the chilies. The chilies was so good. I like this chilies and I like the fries. And then I also liked, oh my goodness. I don't know if you guys have eaten artichoke. I was eating this artichoke. Oh, that was bomb. I like artichokes. I usually take like carbonated water with I take carbonated water with lemons, like here. just normal carbonated water, lemon. These tacos were good, but I wanted fish tacos. And you know how they put bread and they deep fry it in bread and they hide the fish inside the bread? Now, I don't like that. If I want like a fish taco, I don't want the bread. Like, I don't want you to deep fry my fish and then cover it with that bread thing. I don't like my food looking yellow. I don't like yellow food. They ruin fish. But those tacos were looking good too. Ooh. This is some other food that I've eaten lately. Oh, this was good. This was good. Oh my goodness, look at that. This, oh my goodness. So these are mashed potatoes. And I'm trying to remember what that fish was. I think the fish was, I think it was it the halibut? It was probably the halibut. It was the sauce. The sauce was so good. We also do chapati in Kenya. We do chapati. To be honest, I like chapati. There is a place in the city of Orange. It's a Mexican restaurant, but they make their tacos like chapati. They make their tacos like chapati. They're always so fresh, so delicious. I sometimes just go there and get fresh chapatis because they look like they're tacos, but they are real chapatis. They make like tacos chapatis. The best. The best. I can eat those things like 10 of them. So good. I love chapatis. Like when they're done well, they're soft. Oh, I love chapatis. Oh, this was so good. So, I mean, I'm a sucker for avocado toast, but this wasn't an avocado toast, but it was kind of like, it had cheese, it had cheese, it had greens, and it was so good. It had tomatoes. Oh, that was good. It didn't have avocado, but it was good. Yeah. Anyway, it's nice. I can cook. There are things that I can cook. I can cook, like, let's say, I can cook irio. Is this like mashed potatoes that like cooked Kenyan style? I can cook that. I've cooked chapatis on my show, and if they were good, they turned out actually pretty decent. Like if you go like on my live videos, I've made some chapatis. What else can I cook? I make good rice. Especially, I like basmati rice, and I can make really nice soft rice. What else can I make? I can make a decent stew. I'll probably learn how to do. I'll probably take some cooking classes and learn how to do like some curries, because I can't say I'm good at curries, but I'd like to know how to make some Indian curries and some Thai curries. Yeah, and I think I can make a few. I can make like meat the Kenyan way, like Kenyan style cooking. I'm not the best cook, but if you're around me, you really will not starve. I can figure out how to make something for you. Yeah, right, right. But all in all, I just kind of like to eat healthy. Oh, biryani. I tried to cook biryani. I think I can make biryani. Because there's a time I was into biryani and I was making pretty decent biryani. I think I can make biryani. If you have the right spices though. Biryani is good. My biryani, I wasn't making a good balance with the black pepper. I think I was putting too much black pepper, but now I know not to put too much black pepper. I can put black pepper in the end, so that it's not too strong. What do you like cooking? Or what do you like? What's your favorite dish? What do you like cooking? Let me see, wali na kitumbua. Let me see your style. Is it like this, like rice inside like a cake? Is that it? Oh, I also like I miss tilapia. I don't know where I'll go around here to get me some tilapia. I miss tilapia. Oh wow. Does it look like a round, like round like this? Probably something that I had recently, maybe. Let me see. Don't think I took a good photo of that. Sometimes when I go to eat, I'm just too hungry. Like something like that, because that was rice. This, yeah, this was rice. Saffron, like they had like saffron. Yeah, yeah, that is so good. I know what you mean. Oh, that's delicious. Oh, the other day, my car broke down. It broke down, and they had to get it towed. That was it. They were towing it. Yeah, eventually he put it up. I got towed. Yeah, so I think Tanzania will also add style to our food to give that up. Yeah, yes, I know. I've been to Tanzania. I know how you guys cook. It's amazing. Tanzanian food is amazing. When I was in Tanzania, I was like, oh my goodness, I didn't know food could taste like this. The food was good. I was in Moshi. The food was good. And then I went to Majimoto. Have you been to Majimoto? I went to Majimoto in Moshi. Hi, Daily. Have a good day too, love. Yeah, I've been to Mombasa. I've also been I've only been a few times to Mombasa. I didn't really like Mombasa. I think I liked Malindi better because Malindi was a little bit more relaxed. I liked Malindi. Mombasa is there's a lot of hustle going on in Mombasa, and for me, I like more chill. I like to be a little bit more chill. Yeah, I liked Majimoto. We camped there for like 2 nights. It was nice. The hidden gem. Let's not talk about it in the internet because we don't want people wanting to go there, like too many people. And then you can find a cute place to just go and relax. I think I'll go walk around this city. I'm in Cerritos. I've never been here before. I'll go check out that Ghanaian restaurant. Just check it out, see if I want to have dinner there or I want to go to the Thai. Because I only can eat only once a day. Once a day is enough for me. Okay, gotta answer this. Hello. I'm doing good. I gotta go.